Okay, I'm pulling up my notes on my phone so I don't say anything I'm not supposed to, and we have our little guide. So, our first question comes from our. Are they here? They're not here. Our first question comes from Mason. Can you both share with us how you got familiarized with Lady Gaga and what the journey's been like for 16 years? Connor, would you like to take that question?
Sure. I'll take a whack at that. I remember first hearing Just Dance on the radio towards the end of 2008, and I ended up going on YouTube and watching the Just Dance video and just thinking like this was the coolest thing ever. It was just so left field and unlike anything any other artists at the time were doing. And then I like went onto her MySpace in the next few weeks and just started falling into the Fame album and the
MySpace.
yeah, back when MySpace and your top five was a thing. And it's kind of just been crazy to think about that starting point and now where we are now, because there's been pop albums, but then there's been jazz, and then there's been movies, and it's just like kind of crazy to think she came onto the scene as like this big, bold Madonna type David Bowie artist, and she's gone to like more of like a Cher, Barbara um, figure for our generation. I can't remember the last time a musician has been able to so successfully go from music to film and TV. So that's probably been the wackiest thing over the last 16 years. Just I never thought watching Poker Face on YouTube when I was like 14, 15 that she would be starring in movies and like getting acclaim and doing jazz. And I think that's probably for me, the most interesting part of following her for the last over 15 years, just the creative growth and the way she's just expanded as an artist.
Yeah, absolutely. So yours was like the beginning.
Oh yeah, for sure, I was at the very
Yeah.
beginning, which has kind of made
Okay.
this thing so cool. I was able to experience everything from the very get-go.
Yeah.
So yeah,
So
I mean,
oh, go ahead.
no, go ahead.
So I was working at Express, the clothing store, in 2008, and Just Dance was on our work playlist. Um, and at first I was like, okay, this is cute, whatever. And sorry, your guys' texting is distracting me. I guess I should not look at that. Um, so Just Dance was on our work playlist, and I think like later I went to buy the album just for the song, and to be honest, like I didn't like the album at first. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is, but it just I don't know. And then I just kept replaying it, and then it just clicked one day, and I was like, "This is it. Like this is something." And so I just became obsessed. I feel like I started with Gaga Daily, like just as a lurker, just like finding information, or maybe it wasn't even on back then. I don't remember, but yeah, just I remember like when the Poker Face video premiered, paparazzi music video, and then literally it was like when her music videos came, it was an event. It was it was just an experience, and so went through that whole era. I saw the Monster Ball in 20 August of 2010, and she actually played "You and I" on the piano before it obviously came out. That concert like indoctrinated me. I feel like it was like her speech about not I'm actually like drawing a blank, like forgetting everyone that made you feel like you weren't good enough and all of that. Like that whole moment, just I'd never felt like that with a superstar. So, so yeah, I followed every single era. Our pop was really a struggle. And yeah, so here we are. I mean, there's been ups, there's been downs. But actually during the RPUP era, I remember being like, I don't know if we're gonna come back from this. Like it was scary. I don't know if you guys remember, but yeah, I'm super hyped for what's next, and there's no one else like her. Um, so yeah, I feel like that kind of summarizes that question. Um, our next question is a personal question from our House of Delulu member BRB, and I'll let Connor take this one. What cuisine do you love, and what guilty pleasure foods?
Hmm. I think I'm going to be really lame and just say the obvious answer and just go with Italian. I love really good home cooked Italian cuisine. Whether it's lasagna, spaghetti, eggplant parmesan. What else have you made me? Chicken piccata. Chicken piccata is a good one. Anything else? Um, chicken parm, eggplant. I said that.
What's the homemade the pasta that I made with carbonara?
Oh yeah, pasta carbonara, which is like what, like bacon, egg, cheese, and bacon. It's very good. Yeah, I love Italian food. If I'm feeling down, it's either that or I just want like a bunch of potatoes because I'm from Nebraska and we love potatoes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
For me, cuisine, I could probably eat Thai food for the rest of my life and never get sick of it. That's probably like my number one is Thai food. Like I could eat it every single day. I'm from the South, so I don't know, sweets are my guilty pleasure. Like I don't like do drugs or anything crazy, but like sugar is my like so yeah, sugar is definitely my guilty pleasure. So now we're gonna prompt you guys for any additional personal questions you would like us to ask or like to answer PG-13 preferably. Or
Bling low.
typing.
We know you bumped that, Bling.
Oh, absolutely not. What's the last dream you had that you remember?
Yeah, never remember my dreams.
I know this is weird, but like this is so like whatever, but every couple months, like maybe once every 6 months or something, I'll have a dream where I meet Gaga.
You see, did your weave get snatched before Gaga or after?
um my weave got snatched since I became 18, it just started snatching out. But yeah, the last dream I can remember is like it's always like a dream where I'm meeting Gaga, but like I can never find anything for her to sign, or like I can't find a pen, or like I have like a picture of us, but then I like lose it, or it's in my phone and I can't find it. It's always this weird like it happened, but then you can't prove. I don't know. It's just this weird thing.
What are your biggest fears? My biggest fear is probably ending up on my 600-pound life on TLC. That's probably my biggest fear. um, no, I don't know. God, I'm scared of the wind blowing in the wrong direction. I don't know.
My biggest fear is things in the water. Like I don't like big bodies of water. They like absolutely terrify me. Like a blue whale is like the most terrifying thing I've ever seen. Um, did you stand someone else before Gaga from Pedro?
Um, I remember asking my mom and dad to get me Gwen Stefani's first solo album. And I think, asked for Confessions on the Dance Floor by Madonna. That's about it. I did
Nice.
listen to those two albums quite a bit.
So my trajectory, I was actually talking about this to someone in here earlier. My trajectory was Britney when she came out. Yes, I'm old.
You know,
And then actually it was Britney and then like kind of at the same time Madonna. And then it was that until I mean I kind of always loved Britney, but yeah, like Britney and Madonna for sure.
yeah.
I love how Sherry's question is it my Wi-Fi or the sound a bit choppy and robotic? Should we include that question?
No, that's just the way Blaine and I sound in real life.
Yeah. So is the sound like horrible for people or what? Okay. It might just be something else. Okay, so if we don't have any more personal questions, we can move to our next question. I'm gonna wait till some people stop typing. Favorite Gaga music videos. Connor, do you want to go first?
Well, Spiderweb just quickly asked, where did I meet Anthony?
Go for it.
Okay, so I moved to Galveston at the end of 2019, and we started talking on spoiler alert Grinder, and we met up, and we really liked hanging out. And 5 years later, almost here we are. So it worked out that I moved into an apartment that was literally down the street from where his condo was. Just pure coincidence that that happened.
That's
And
fate, not coincidence.
that is fate. But yeah, so sometimes online dating apps can work. Sometimes.
So favorite Gaga music videos. Since it was plural, I'm gonna pick two, maybe three. I'll say top three. My top three would be obviously "Marry the Night." Um, probably "Born This Way," and just for something recent, I'll say "Rain on Me," only because it was the most recent video that felt more Gaga, if that makes sense.
I
What
agree with
about you,
you.
Connor?
I'd probably put Rain on Me in there. The other two, gosh, Paparazzi is just iconic. I remember watching that after Just Dance and Poker Face, which were like edgy a little bit for what was in the music scene, but then she delivered like a full on short film, and I'm like, whoa, this is next level. So
Yeah.
probably Paparazzi, Rain on Me, and then I gotta say, probably Bad Romance, just because that was like, I feel like
Oh,
solidified her icon status. I mean, she
yeah, I
got
forgot.
bed and then was smoking a cigarette at the end of it in a bra shooting out electricity. I mean, I was just like, this is insane.
So Stefan asked if you could duet on an existing Gaga song, which one would it be? I would not wish my singing abilities on anyone, but if I had to choose one duet, um, I don't know. Hey girl. I don't know. Connor, do you have a?
I'd probably do what you want and do Christina
Mm,
vocals really badly.
yeah, yeah. Um, rank Gaga albums from most favorite to least favorite. Oh, that's easy. Born This Way is top. Next would be Fame Monster. Next would be Chromatica. Next would be how many are there? Six? Okay. Uh Actually, I don't know. I'll do top 3. How about you?
I do Born This Way, The Fame Monster, and hmm, gosh, this is hard. The Fame Monster, does that include the Fame and the Fame Monster?
It doesn't have to.
I'm gonna include both of them together. The Fame Monster with the Fame included, uh, Born This Way, and then probably Chromatica. I'm like one of the few people that really jive to Chromatica.
My only thing with Chromatica is there's too many comparative. Oh, I forgot about Art Pop.
Yeah, I did revisit Art Pop the other day, and like the middle of the album kind of like loses me, but there is like bops towards the end. Like I forgot how good Mary Jane Holland is. Like I just got
Yeah,
new speakers and I listened to that song, and I'm like, Madion kind of went off. That French producer, he kind of went off on the song. It's really like there's a lot of layers.
I might switch the Fame Monster and Art Pop. So it would be Born This Way, Art Pop, and Chromatica. Okay, so we're going to move on. This question is from Jenny. What is something that Gaga has not done yet in her career that you would like to see her do?
I'd love to see her do Broadway, and I think
That was my answer. Oh my god.
she's totally. She wants the EGOT. She wants an Emmy, an Oscar, a Tony, and a Grammy, and she's like halfway there. So she's gonna do a Broadway show eventually.
Yeah, my answer is Broadway. If I were to pick a different answer, um, what was the question?
What she hasn't done yet.
I was talking with someone the other day about a tell-all, like a tell-all book.
Oh, like a Britney.
Yeah, like getting into the art pop stuff and all of that. I would pick tell-all.
Yeah.
So at this point, we're gonna open it up for more questions. So can you ask anything related to the server, Gaga, or our own fan experiences? So we need more questions, please. Rank worst to best pre-eras.
Yeah, this is probably right now. LG7, LG6. It's basically you just go back in time. So 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, yeah. This one, like, the chromatic one was bad, but at least she was posting like over time more studio stuff. Whereas now it's like, uh, it's yeah. So yeah, that's accurate. Sorry, there were more questions. Best Gaga show or tour you've been to? Well, I have been to the Monster Ball, Joanne World Tour, and Chromatica Ball, and I will say this is not my thing, but like she's probably gonna do stadium tours, and like for me, it's a better experience doing an arena because the stadium tour for Chromatica, it was like we had to worry about the rain. We were on the floor and like we couldn't see shit. So that Monster Ball tour experience was because I was like here and she was like 20 feet away, like it
Yeah,
and elevated so I could see everything. What about you?
I'd agree. I think Monster Ball just because it was the first time I ever saw her. But I didn't really like Chromatica because gosh, the last time I saw her before Chromatica was the Art Pop, and that was like almost 10 years.
Mhm. What fake leak do you wish was real from Spider? While you're thinking, the first thing that comes to mind is the recent ones. That's like it's like serpent winding or some shit. Um, And then there's like a couple, there's like this batch of ones that recently came out, and there's like 2 or 3 in there that are good.
What was that one? I'm dating myself, but like a million years ago, when it was like AI not around, and there was like that snippet of like a Rihanna and Gaga together,
I
and it was,
remember that one.
but I just can't remember what it was called. But probably silly point.
Nick is asking, would you like LG7 to be over or under an hour? Over, please. Like,
Oh,
it's been almost 5 years. I mean, not almost 5 years, but I want like a 17 track, like Born This Way experience.
yeah.
Campbell is asking the closest we have been to her. So mine, I have 2. The Monster Ball was maybe like 20 feet, and then at the Joanne World Tour, I like drunkenly pushed my way through all these people. And I sent a video in the chat, but I got like probably like another 15 feet, and she's like looking at the camera. So, what about you, Connor? How close?
Probably the jazz, the Las Vegas Jazz. I mean, I could we could with my phone, I could see the music notes sitting on her piano while she was playing. I mean, she's looking right at it. Was crazy.
Mike asks, when did you realize that Joanne wouldn't be a favorite album?
When I heard
When you heard what? Oh.
When I heard that, I was like, no, we're not doing this today, fam.
I'm gonna get dragged, but it was kind of when I heard Perfect Illusion.
Wow. See, I actually really like Perfect Illusion, but I get it. It's so fucking loud.
No, I love it now. I love it now. But at the time it was like such a disappointment. It was so disappointing.
Like pop, and then she like drops like a dad rock song from the 90s.
Yeah. We're not gonna ask Ganji's question because that's just opening up. How has Billy asked?
Guys, I'm sorry.
Billy asked, how has the Discord server enriched your connection to the monster community? Do you want to take that one?
Yeah, I haven't felt this connected in a long, long time. So I can't even remember why I joined this in like late May, early June. I don't know where I think I saw like promo on Gaga Daily or something, and I was like, screw it, I'm gonna join this. Because we had started to like, it felt like things were picking up with LG7, and I was like, I want to talk to people about this. And I'm so glad I did, because y'all are great. I think we have a really nice community here. Everyone seems to have fun with one another. And yeah, so it's I think it's really enriched the way I view the fan base. Yeah.
For me, it's just being able to talk to people all over the world. And Billy knows this because he's been around for a while here, but I kind of just started it as this thing of like, I was on one of the forums and I had seen some news or a rumor or something, and like no one was responding to my comment, and I was like, I want to talk about this right now. And it's just amazing to at any given point in the day to be able to
This little droplet she just released. She's been on TikTok all day, and yeah, I mean, it was really refreshing to see her go out of her hotel and play snippets of new music for fans. She hasn't done that since Art Pop, so
yeah.
that was pretty cool. Which excites me because that means she must feel pretty confident about the music.
Yeah, I think it's healthier for her to distance herself, even though she kind of started that whole thing. But I don't see her doing that. And at first it was frustrating, but now I definitely understand why. Midnight Moon has a really good question. What's your favorite Gaga vocal technique? And they say, I love her growls. I would have to agree that I love her growls. I don't.
Go ahead. Sorry.
Oh, no, go.
I was just gonna say I love her little ad libs. Like I was listening to some music last night because I'm trying to like burn my new headphones in, and just like when I was listening to Monster and the little ad libs in the background, almost like Britney, like speak singing. I don't know. I always love listening to her the songs and like picking up on the little ad libs he threw in the background.
Yeah, mine would be like the growls, and then I love her like 2015 tribute era where it was like vocal like Celine moments. Like I miss that stuff.
Yeah, that was
Um
amazing.
Favorite LG7 snippet, and do you want that snippet to be the lead?
I really liked what I heard from Abracadabra and Notorious Bean. But I just something about Dance in the Shadow. It gave me like a
Mm,
rock pop vibe of like it just reminded me of Mary the Night for some reason. Just the way she sang Dance in the Shadow. And I
yeah.
just have a feeling since it's Andrew Watt, I have a feeling that that song is going to be like the midnight sky of the album.
Mm.
So,
Mine is definitely Abracadabra. It's what we have is 7 seconds of low quality, like potato quality, but like
but
there's just some
it's so aura coded. It's so
I can't even
flight.
like describe it. It's a lot. Mike is asking me why do I hate the Perfect Plastic Doll song? Honestly, to me, Plastic Doll seems try hard. It seems like it just comes off like she was trying to be. It's like like a lot of Chromatica to me was like cosplay Gaga.
It felt like
Um
trying to make like a fame song. Like it felt like she was like, let's make a money honey for this album.
yeah. It just I don't know. I actually like a lot of her vocals in that song, and I like a lot of the lyrics, but it just I don't know. It didn't stick with me. Would you rather an album of dope vocals or an album where she yells "hands up" every chorus from Soul
Oh
Scribe?
God. I like parts of Dope, like the beginning and end, but the whole middle where she's just screaming non fucking stop. Lord have mercy. I'd I'd probably go with the hands up. Just
Um,
record a song called Hands Up.
yeah. Dope is the one song on Art Pop I skip. Like I get what she was doing, but it's just not it for me. Do you believe in the leaked Dance in the Shadow snippet from July? Um,
The girlfriend one? Is that what they're talking about?
no, there was like a extended version of Dance in the Shadow.
It's so
I don't know. I don't
it's
know.
so hard to tell with AI now. I see a video on Twitter right now of Bruno Mars kissing Lady Gaga because someone just took the single cover and like put it through AI. I'm like, what the hell is going on?
Um, oh, Billy says the one with "It Hurts the Crowd."
I don't think
I
so.
I'm like 50-50. Like sometimes I hear it and I'm like, "Oh yeah, I could totally this." Sometimes I don't. Okay. Um, would you mind LG7 music videos with no choreography?
If it means
I
yes.
What was that?
If it means no Richie, yes.
Oh, I to be honest, like there were times during the Chromatica ball where I was like, it was amazing, but it's like I could totally see her becoming like a behind the mic artist who just like does so I wouldn't mind it at all. At this point, choreo and music videos is kind of like um
Dated. And I think that's the reason why some fans don't like Rain on Me, because even in 2020, they're like, what is this like choreo dance video?
yeah, it's more nostalgic was
Yeah.
the word. I was gonna be nicer. um what's a Gaga moment that made you cringe?
Oh shit.
I came
Uh
up with this one.
shit, that's a hard one. Um Probably the Hillary Clinton stuff, not to get political, but back in 2016. Because I remember she tweeted something and then deleted it too. She's like, if Hillary Clinton was in charge, this wouldn't have happened. And I'm like, Lord, girl, calm down.
My oh, go ahead.
No.
My cringe would probably be, as much as I understand why she did it, it was like the kindness stuff. It just became like it was just annoying, honestly. PP asks worst Gaga lyric and favorite Gaga lyrics. Worst Gaga lyric would probably be. I'm gonna do the best first because that's a lot easier. Um, God, I'm failing at my like Gaga lyric knowledge right now. Best lyric would probably be um. I mean, recently I love the replay lyrics. The oh, gotta do a quick shout out here. My standing desk is activated. um, Favorite lyric would probably be every single day I dig a grave. I can't think of the rest of it, but and then can you go and then I'll pick my worst. Oh, we can't hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay, that's weird.
It went out again. No. Oh my gosh.
Anything now?
Yes.
That's so weird. He's just an American. See, I was trying to pull it up on my phone, and maybe that's why it was disconnecting. My favorite lyrics would be, he's just an American writing a dream when she's got a rainbow syrup in her heart that she bleeds. I don't know why, I just love that lyric from that song.
Yes. Okay, so I'm getting behind on the question. So can you resend them if you really would like? Because I'm like way up here. Someone asked like, what type of movie would you like Gaga to be in next?
Anthony said porno. It would kind of be cool to have her be like a Bond villain. I've been wanting for her to do the James Bond theme forever. I hope that eventually happens one day. It probably won't since she's already done the Top Gun theme. But it'd be kind of cool to see her be like this like has anyone in here seen GoldenEye with Famke Jensen? I'm butchering the pronunciation of her name. But she was like just like a sexy like villainess, and it'd be really cool to see Gaga like that.
Yes, I did see that. Okay, now we'll move on to favorite Gaga moments. Share your top 3 favorite moments, whether they're performances, interviews, personal interactions, music videos, whatever.
Paparazzi VMAs. I mean, I remember watching that in my living room, and that was in 2009, so I was like 15. And I remember my dad being like, "Why is she dressed like a tampon?" It was just iconic, you know. It was just iconic.
Yeah.
Sound of Music, that like changed the trajectory of her career. We have to pick 3.
No.
Well, those are my obvious top 2.
Okay, so my top moments would be the Super Bowl.
Oh, that would. I'll take that.
And I gotta say, like, when Born This Way came out, like that, the video, like just that whole thing with like the face decals and the shoulder decals, and like it was just, I don't know. I love that era so much. So we are gonna move on, unless anyone would like to submit more questions. Okay, Pedro says LG7 T, so let me get to this next LG7 question, and then we can dive into the T. So, Nick, are you here? Yes, Nick is here. Okay, so Nick asks, how many singles do you want or think we'll get out of this album? So that's question number 1.
2.
You only want 2?
I don't want 2. I want like 5, but this is the streaming era. They drop something before and then when the album drops, so there's going to be like 2. It's going to be like
Okay.
Dance with the Shadow and Abracadabra, and then that's what I think.
Yeah, I mean, realistically, it's going to be like 2, but I would like at least 3, because if it's not like a visual film, I would at least like a continual story or something. So I'm going to say 3. Next question is, do you suspect that any of the producers we know about have been potentially cut from the album, like DJ White Shadow from Chromatica or Red One from Joanne?
That's an interesting question. I don't know.
I don't know. I surely hope not. I hope if anyone was cut, it was not Gesaffelstein. Cal will give me points for trying to pronounce that more correctly. I mean, Andrew Watt's obviously going to be on there, and producer-wise,
I think Andrew's like the blood pop of this album. He's overseeing the whole thing.
right. Well, let's just thank God that Blood Pop is nowhere near this album. What are... Let's not say the B word.
He's like Voldemort. Y'all are blood.
What are possible promo slots do you think Gaga will use for LG7?
She'll probably do like Tonight Show things, like where she goes and talks. I don't know. It's I hope I just hope it's completely different from Chromatic and she actually does promote it, since their knock on wood won't be another ongoing pandemic.
Yeah.
I don't know. Go ahead, you go.
The main thing I want is a Zane Lowe interview. Those are my favorite interviews of any era, because it's just like one music dork talking to another music dork about like production and symbology and themes and all that shit. Like I love all that shit. I'd love like maybe at least one late night performance, but with Joker and everything, I'm not quite sure like how that will all play out. But at the very least, I'd like a Zane Lowe. Someone asked, do you think... What's that?
No, I was just going to say, everyone in the chat was saying hot ones. She should probably try and eat hot wings.
Oh, yeah. Midnight Moon, I think I just answered that question. The Hot Wings show, I'm so old. I haven't watched, like, any of that stuff.
Eating progressively hotter hot wings until they start crying and asking to drink milk.
So, what are your predictions for Gaga's next era?
Spiritual sister to art pop in terms of edgy and just balls to the wall craziness. That's what I'm anticipating.
I mean, my prediction is just like a visual feast. Like, I just feel like it's been, for being such a visual artist, it's been so long since. Ain't a prediction if Bling already knows. Oh my god. Yeah, I just really want. I don't know if that's a prediction or what, but if you could ask Gaga one question, what would it be?
How are you? Human, how are you doing?
That's so sweet. I would ask, where's Act Two? No, I'm kidding.
Are we getting Brooklyn Nights finally, Queen? Come to Brazil.
No, I would ask. I would ask if you could give advice to another creative person. One comment of advice. What would it be? That's my question.
We're getting pretty fucking deep here tonight.
Do you want something really experimental or something a little more mainstream and catchy but still a bit out there? Personally, I want as experimental as we can go. Like, she just had. What's that?
Bjork? I'm so bad with pronunciation.
I think it's pronounced. I looked it up. Apparently, it's Björk. But yeah, like
Borjork.
Anyway, right.
I want her to make a Borjork album.
Yeah, experimental all the way. I'm done with like the Chromatica safeness. Yeah. One long form music video with only the lead as a single, or girl, that's a complicated question.
Girl, we don't do math up in here.
Right. Okay, so we're getting closer to our tea section. Wait, is Palma here? Palma is not here.
No, he's here. I see him in the chat.
Sorry.
Oh.
I'm telling you, Cal, the other day we were editing the podcast outline and I had to like enlarge all of the stuff he typed because I was like, I cannot see this.
Oh my god.
Okay, so from Palma. Oh. Okay, so this is to me specifically. So, have you heard anything regarding the music videos for LG7? Should we expect budget and high concepts, or is Die With A Smile video an indication that LG7 will have more simpler videos? Have I heard anything regarding the music videos? I have. I have to be very careful about what I say. I have heard something regarding the music videos. So that's a yes or no question. So yes, I have. Should we expect budget and high concepts? Budget.
I mean, she has $900 million. She better have a budget.
I'm going to say this question will be answered shortly with other stuff I will say. Tarnished Jimbo, are they here? I don't think so. Tarnished Jimbo asks, what % are you positive the music is coming in the next few weeks? What do you know about the spooky vibe specifically? Percent? I would say that the source works at a label. So whatever percentage you want to apply to someone that works in the industry, so be it. So I can't give you like how positive I am something is coming, but to be honest, like from my own opinion and stuff that has been shared, it really just depends on how this single does. I believe now that this has been released, things will move more towards September. but the point is that it's coming. So this whole like 2025 business, it's irrelevant at this point. What do you know about the spooky vibe specifically? The way that this was described was unsafe. And this question will also be answered in some tea that I will spill very shortly. So let me see. Did I miss any questions? How do you feel about knowing this extra information? Would you prefer to not know and go into it blindly? To be completely honest, having this information started as like exhilarating, and it's become anxious because I am nervous to say the wrong thing and the source goes away and then we're again back in the dark. But at the same time, we've been waiting so long. It's so exciting. Like, it's finally happening. Like the other day when Variety was reporting that, incorrectly, that the album is expected next year, and everyone was having meltdowns, I literally was sitting there like I was not affected by it at all. So at this point, I would rather not go into it blindly. I'm just kind of like, someone said, so like September. What I'm going to say is that based on my own opinion and stuff that has been sent to me, they're kind of expecting this single to last for a hot minute. So yeah, I would assume it would be early September because the VMAs are like mid-September. So I would find it hard to believe that if she has a new project coming, she being seen at the VMAs. I can't really wrap my head around her and Katie being in the same room, but
loved Woman's World. It was so special.
Okay, so did the source specifically mention how she will promote both Joker and LG7 simultaneously, considering you've said it's leaning towards September? Did the source specifically mention how she will promote? That will be answered shortly. From what you know, if you know enough, magnum opus coming. The descriptions of what was heard was like, I feel it's like it's going to be her best work ever. Okay, so we're approaching the hour mark. So I feel, unless anyone has additional questions, I would like to, from what you know, how... I don't understand this question. We don't know if it's Japanese themed. We haven't heard anything about Japanese themes, but I am very excited. Okay, so I think everyone is ready. They're like about to kill me. I need to reopen this document because I made some edits. Oh, did I just lose it? Bear with me. So first of all, I need to dive into the source. So, because I feel some people may have not listened to the podcast episode, so they're like, how do you trust this person? Why do you trust this person? Etc. So this person sent me, and I have a list so I don't mess it up. This person sent me screenshotted text back before Rain on Me had premiered, and they had described the Rain on Me music video. So that video came out like late May 2020. The texts were from like mid-May. I believe, and it said Gaga injured, Gaga and Ari in pink and metallic outfits. I saw text regarding the Chromatic Ball stage, described with runways similar to Born This Way Ball. They knew like a couple weeks before the Taylor and Post Malone collab. I'm like getting nervous now. The source works very close to Interscope. That's all I can say. The text also that I saw also revealed that Sour Candy was meant to be a promo single for the album. The source only spills when things are happening and near. Not just Gaga, but other artists as well. And I know people were confused about I wish I had Cal here to pronounce this for me, but the Dom Perignon commercials. But basically, there were two slots.
I am here. I can't pronounce it if you want me to.
Sure.
I'm trying to be a good child and not talk, but yeah. Dom Perignon.
There you go. So there were two slots for that, and that's why they had two commercials. And I skipped one. So Die With a Smile was actually rush released to promote Bruno's shows. So that's why so many of the insiders and like no one really knew about it. People started spilling a week before the release. So that's why like Spotify people knew and stuff like that. Okay. So let me reopen this document so that I have the tea. Okay. There's 23 people here. Is everyone ready? Oh my god, all the messages. Okay. So if you had listened to one of the podcasts, you had heard that some of the tea previously said that there were 8 song slots that had been reserved for credits, meaning those get sent so that the producers and the writers and everyone can get their credits for the song. So it previously was 8 slots, now it's up to 10. This is in no particular order, so bear with me. So there are confirmed 4 magazine covers this year. There's going to be intense UK promo for Joker 2. So allegedly, she's going to be everywhere. That was the quote. Gaga's team is actively working with Warner around Joker promo schedule to finalize LG7 promo. So there's emails going back and forth. They're trying to make this happen. Apparently, Warner is like, I don't want to say anything else. Things are happening behind the scenes right now that only happen when a release is close. Lots of promo content is being filmed, and the black hair that we recently saw is for LG7. There is a promo interview coming that will cover 7 and Joker. This is a big one, so is everyone listening? Oh, my phone. So the LG7 lead music video has been shot and is ready to go. LG7 music video shot and ready to go. The album and lead release dates line up with what we've discussed before. So if you've listened to the podcast, you know that we had tea for August, we had tea for August/September, and now we have this Die With a Smile thing, and so the timelines are all lining up with what we're kind of predicting. So the next couple months, essentially. The Die With a Smile collab was in the works for a while, but was registered early July. I believe they said it was registered under a different name, so that's why no one knew about it. My poor wig. Oh my god. Okay. I have two more things to say. So Gaga and Joaquin will do Joker 2 promo separately, which is a big contrast to A Star Is Born and House of Gucci. And so I went into the Discord earlier with some new tea that I had just received like moments before. And okay, so it's in regards to sound of the lead single. So this is a direct quote. The lead is very the fame monster but unsafe. Crazier, I think, is the right word.
Bad romance on drugs.
What do you think about that?
I definitely because I think there's like a vibe to Bad Romance, like in the verses, that's very. It's like kind of industrial, and I can see her going to play with that and just doing something completely bananas. I'm pretty excited to hear that, actually.
When I received that earlier, I was like shaking because none of the tea I've received has been sound. It's all been like what's happening, basically. I'm rereading this just to see if there's anything else I can say.
You're being called the bald icon. I have a feeling we're all going to be praising Andrew Watt in a couple months.
So yeah, I feel that's all I can say at this point. But yeah, we should rest assured that it's unsafe and it's crazy. And they mentioned the Fame Monster, and so I'm just like, I don't even. It's like you know what to expect, but you know we heard her vocal song, and it's just like unreal. So yeah.
Yeah.
Someone said, I take it you don't know if one of the songs we've heard already is the lead single. Okay, so I don't know, other than the stuff, well, we don't even know track titles, right? We don't even know if it's called Dance. So I don't know song titles. I don't know what song is chosen. I don't know anything like that. I really am like struggling to breathe because I'm like trying to make sure I don't say the wrong thing.
Just for my opinion, I feel like if she's played Dance in the Shadow, Notorious Bean, and Abracadabra, one of those has to be the lead.
I will say that. Sorry, there was thunder. I will say that I know that I have been like an August truther, but I also didn't foresee a surprise single out of nowhere. So I have been predicting August 30th for a really long time. So given the information that was received and this new single, I personally, I would love for it to come next week or tomorrow. But realistically, I feel like they're gonna give this like 2 weeks to chart, and then the VMAs are the 10th, so I hope she's there.
September 6th.
What's that?
September 6th. When they
Yeah,
drop.
yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Because I'm just like,
have her get a cute little hit with Bruno. We'll see how streaming holds up in the next few days, and then just roll on the floor in blood in a black wig. And,
yeah.
And the VMAs are the 11th, not the 10th.
Oh, right, the 11th, because TIFF is the Toronto Film Festival is the 9th. And so originally the VMAs were the 10th, and I was like, how's she gonna do that? I think it was last Monday or something. They announced they had moved the VMAs to the 11th, which is good for us, mainly because of the presidential debate. You don't need to mention what? Okay, so what is this? Oh gosh, there's actual documented evidence of what I said. Scary.
I'm not gonna let anyone forget anything you said. I've been typing since as soon as you started. As soon as
Oh
you
my
started spelling, I've been typing up, and it's the document's out there.
Okay, well, it's out there. I guess I better get ready for the lashings. But I have to say, like, I would not have even like believed this person or told you guys, as I know the experience of receiving incorrect tea. I would not have even like repeated any of this if I didn't have screenshotted text from 4 years ago, prior to stuff actually happening. And yeah, I feel like this is good. So, do you guys have any more questions for me and Connor? Stefan says this is nice tea. Well, I'm glad we could appease you because you guys came for my tea before. You're like, that's not even real tea, and I'm like, bitch, you don't even know if anything's confirmed. So
Yeah.
do you mind muting yourself again? I'm sorry.
No, I can hear you fine.
No, do you mind muting your
Oh,
mic? Thank you. Okay, so that was all that we had for the outline. So, do I know if it's a double album? No, I do not. What is your expected release date for the album? I have previously just looking at who's releasing. Okay, so Sean is releasing in October. Coldplay is releasing in October. I had looked at the calendar, and Billy and I had decided that like the weekend before Halloween made sense, only because it's spooky, we're thinking, so that would make sense, and no one else is really that. So, and that gives enough distance in between Joker. She's rumored from stuff online that she will be on SNL on the 12th of October. Again, that's rumored. I don't know if that's true or not. So, and oh, in that tea, they also said she is not performing. So that would strictly just be for Joker. So I was thinking, okay, so I think maybe the 25th of October is my guess. Have you received any more tea from the Selva source? No, I have not. Can we get some more questions for Connor? I don't like all this attention.
My butt hurts from sitting down for so long. I think we're. I think we're. I think we're. I'm satisfied.
Okay. What's your favorite fruit? My favorite fruit, the one I eat most often is gonna be a banana because there's so many things you can do with banana. I also love dates because there's a lot you can do with dates. I also love kiwi. So yeah, we're still awaiting. I'm surprised we haven't lost any audience members. That's amazing. Can you guys ask more questions? was everything supposed to come earlier, or why was there a snippet so long ago? So basically, not only from this information that I received, but what else has been out there is there's been a delay. So originally, there was supposed to be the lead single in June, and album in August. That was what it was, right? And I don't know at what point, but I spilled this tea in a previous podcast episode, but she wanted the album to be more cohesive. So that is one of the reasons the album was delayed. In addition to that, this whole Bruno thing came up. So those are the reasons why it was delayed. If so, Connor, can you help me with this one? If Gaga was an animal, what would she be? I can't hear you, dear. I think. Yeah, go ahead. I can hear you now. Oh no, I can hear myself. That's weird. I think if she were an animal, she would be a tiger.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
So fucking weird.
Do you know what animal?
I said a toucan.
Oh. Favorite vegetable?
Eggplant? I do love roasted eggplant.
I don't know. I need some different questions, you guys. Of course, you're welcome.
Does anyone have any skin questions? Don't roll your eyes at me.
Spill more, just a bit. How
long have you been a dermatologist?
I don't think I can. Because I cleared everything with I cleared everything that I could say, so I can't say anything else. Do I use House Labs? No, I do not, but I think Connor does.
I'm wearing House Labs right now.
Oh. Right, the silence. I'm like, bad romance or poker face? Bad romance. Hello.
Bad romance.
Any of your sources came from B charts? No, they did not.
God, I love that place.
What piece of merchandise would you love Gaga to do, or a collaboration?
I mean, I'm still hoping Bobby. I want a Lady Mars shirt with her smoking that cigarette. I've said this like a million times in the chat. I just want that on a sweatshirt, and I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna poster Bobby.
Piece of merchandise.
How about a Die with a Smile branded ashtray?
Delete one song from every album.
Oh damn.
That's a complicated. I love that question, but that's my
Yeah,
I'm old,
I would
my
need to
brain
think
can't. Do we still think The Weeknd was heard, or is it 7?
I'll eat it, baby. I want to eat on camera.
Do you want to answer this question? Do you still think the weekend is in LG7?
Maybe. It'd be really
I
funny to have her drop a Bruno collab and then a Weekend collab in the same year. I think that'd be pretty fun.
Yeah. I don't know anything about that, but I feel like there was just too many like references for them not to be. So I still think so. So we're just gonna keep going until you guys run out of. So what do you think about the Prince references throughout the recording process? Do you want to take that one?
I think it's interesting, especially since Prince famously dropped a Batman soundtrack album. I mean, I'm down for some Prince influences. I like Prince.
Yeah, I like how vast his career is and like all of his different, not necessarily like genre, but I don't know, he's so he just has a lot going on, and maybe she used his like fearless energy to help her be really risky with this album. So I love the Prince stuff. Okay, good night, whoever. Sherry. I said whoever. I'm sorry. Um, there's like so many messages here. It's like hard for me to deal with this. It's not shade. I swear. I'm old. Oh my god. Oh god. Delete that, please. If you could travel anywhere in the world, where would you go?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Weird. Weird. Sicily, Italy. I want to go to Italy soon.
And why?
Because Anthony's grandmother is from there, and it's kind of cute to see where she grew up as a child.
Yeah. If I could go anywhere in the world, I would probably go to like a meditation retreat in India or something. Because I'm so like hippy dippy, or like a yoga retreat or something. I would love that.
Yeah, I forgot you don't even wear deodorant.
Why did someone ask if it was Japan themed? Basically, a couple weeks ago, or like someone had checked Gaga's private jet flight logs, and apparently it was in Asia or Japan. But allegedly she rents it out when she's not using it, which I'm like, why would almost $1 billion superstar need to rent her private jet? But so that's why they're
She is a frugal queen.
apparently.
She uses coupons at HEB.
Are there any more questions?
Oh, I'm so sorry, guys. I was up until 5 a.m. this morning.
Have you been to Joanne Trattoria?
No. I want to, though. I want to see a New York Rat live in person.
What would you do with $900 million?
Shit. I don't know. That's a great question. Probably put most of it in savings. And then probably buy another Jeep because I love the Jeep that I have.
Yeah. I would definitely buy my parents a house, get like all of their medical taken care of. I'd put and buy a house for myself, pay off all my debt, put it in some kind of thing where I can like make money off of it, so I don't have to work. Someone asked a really good question. What do you think will be a signature look or staple for the LG7 era?
Well, the black hair, obviously. And I think very brutalist industrial type of outfits, like what she wore at the red carpet for the Chromatica Ball.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that was blatantly her teasing the look and aesthetic of the next era.
Yeah. Black hair. She's been doing some like eye decals and stuff recently.
Yeah.
So I think that, and if Selva really is working with her for this era, I would assume more like industrial stuff, like she said. I feel like she's really gonna impact fashion in that way. What's the reason you can't spill all the tea you have? Um, Basically, the tea that I spill is known by more people, so it's less likely to like reveal who it is. How long do I think the black hair will last? I don't know. I mean, I would be fine with like the whole era of black hair, honestly. Do you think? I love all the hair questions now. Do you think she will have dyed blonde hair for LG7 to swap in and out for each project? Oh, that's a good question.
Will the Katy Cats somehow blame Gaga on stealing black hair? I mean, probably. They
Probably.
have their lives.
Yeah, I don't know how they're gonna do the Joker promo with that. I'm not sure. That's a good question. If you could hire Gaga for a private concert, what songs would be must-haves in the set list? Go ahead.
My husband loves fashion from art pop, so that would be on there. Probably songs she hasn't performed live. I'd have to just think about them, but I'd like to have like an experience someone else had because I'm selfish.
Yeah. I would definitely need. Oh, that's a hard one. I would definitely need replay, like even like just an acoustic or whatever, like
The jazz version of it.
mhm. Definitely Marry the Night, or honestly like any of the Born This Way stuff. What would be your dream album cover for LG7?
Something that's very brutalist, industrial, with like her standing in front of concrete with like nature and vines growing through the concrete or something.
I love when she's like unrecognizable. Like I love, especially with the bleach brows, like I want something spooky, weird, out there, like completely not been done before, blah 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 stuff. I was at the grocery store. Was any tea spilled? What's your favorite yoga pose? My favorite yoga pose is child's pose because it just like gets so much tension out of your upper back. So yeah, definitely Child's Pose. Can we expect another one of these AMAs soon? I don't know, Connor. What do you think?
Absolutely. I'm happy to do it. Although well, maybe next time we'll have you and somebody else. I mean, I don't want to just hog up the screen time.
Well, we could have like not even like AMA, like some kind of like, I don't know. We could figure something else out. Okay, we need more questions. Otherwise, I think we will be coming to a close. There's 14 people here. So if each person asks one question. What's your favorite color? Can you guess? My favorite color is green.
My favorite color is green.
Oh. Will Gaga do variants? I think she'll do variants, but I don't think they're gonna be an annoying way that like Taylor Swift is doing them. What do you think?
She'll play the game, but she's not going to be crazy about it. Like, it's not going to be 5 months after LG7's been out and she's dropping like a digital version of the song with like the demo of a certain track she recorded on her phone in the middle of the night.
Yeah. Do you think she will dress really crazy again or middle?
I'm thinking crazy. That car outfit on the red carpet was pretty wacky.
Yeah. If that is indicative of what's to come, I mean, I feel like we're in for a wild ride.
For sure.
Will there be controversy this era?
I mean, I kind of think people want it. I mean, Bloody Mary blew up and became a thing because people like weird, wacky. I mean, in a way, if Lady Gaga comes out and does a wacky album, everyone's going to be like, "Oh my god, it's 2010 again!" Like I think people want it. At least Gen Z does.
Mm-hmm. What do you think the album's theme concept will be, given I Become a Notorious Being, Dance in the Shadow, and Abracadabra? I mean, I think just given like her what she's been doing this time, it's gonna be like spooky, magic, creepy, monstery. Someone said I want her to wear flesh again.
Oh my god. I
Um,
think it's going to be very much her. I think this album's going to be her way of saying I'm at peace with myself,
mhm.
and also finding nature and the good things in life through all the chaos.
Yes. What do you think Gaga's plans are for next year if we have an album and film this year?
She's going to tour next year.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think album, Joker, maybe tour starting winter, but we also have to keep in mind award season. So, I feel like maybe summer tour. Yeah, I think we're running out of questions. So, unless anyone has like a last minute thing, I think we're going to wrap things up here. That was like an hour and a half. I feel like that's pretty decent. Tease LG7 in one word. Well, given I have not heard it, and only what I have received, yeah, unsafe. would be the word. Okay, everybody. I think we are wrapping up. So thank everybody for coming in. And if you'd like to participate in future events, feel free to go to House Roll's channel in the Discord and sign up for the server events role, so you'll be notified any we have future events. Connor, do you have anything else you want to add?
I think that's good. Just thanks everyone for attending. We really appreciated the questions and the participation. And yeah, we'll definitely have to do this soon.
Guys, thank you so much.